Okay. Oh, no. Just trying to find it, everybody.
Are we on the main Scrapbook Fantasies page?
Yeah. It's there. Just putting it in the creative family group, everyone. I'm going to pin it in a minute after I finish. Because that's a long process. Do you want to put a link in the live feed for YouTube as well? Just because, but I don't know how you're going to get that to anyone that's like, no, Sandra's back in. Okay. Hello, Lorraine. How are you? I can't see Lorraine's comment on Facebook yet, but I know it's there because the streaming software tells me that Lorraine's commented. Hello, Karen. Hello, Lorraine. How are we all? Perfect timing. There we go. Oh, there's Nana John. Let's try. Yep. Let's do that. Okay. Hello. How are we all? Hopefully having a good Sunday morning. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10 o'clock here in Queensland. Okay, so this is our December kit reveal. So let's put that there. Let's put them here. And let's start with, it's 4 weeks. It's 48, 49, 50, and 51. Week 52 of 2022 will be a scrapbox week. It's already listed as that in the Creative Family group. There are pictures of these and your fussy cutting instructions already in the Creative Family group. So let's get the bits and pieces out. Oh dear. So week 48 is known for the holidays. There's 2 Christmas kits in December. I'm going to just get all these bits out. Sequence. So you can see I've got the middle for my, oh, I don't need that there. There's the middle for my Xmas word. Apologies to anyone that doesn't like the word Xmas, and there are beads and sequins. There are not beads, there's sequins in here. Let's try and keep them all in. Let's look at the paper and cardstock first. So you've got a piece of buffalo. I think it's 223 GSM. You've got a piece of smooth white cardstock, which is quite a heavy weight. You've got a half sheet of a Kaiser Craft red cardstock, red linen. You've got a half sheet of pistachio glitter card from Kaiser, so it doesn't molt. There's a full sheet of Gnome for the Holidays #1. You can see it's a bit of a green and red thing going here. You've got a full sheet of Gnome for the Holidays #3. And you've got a full sheet of Cottage Garden #3. Oh, sorry. You've also got, so let's find something contrasty. You've got the Xmas word. Apologies if anyone doesn't like the word Xmas. And that was what this middle is for. Well, let's use the craft. I think the craft would be a better contrast. And then you've got a piece of this lovely, it reminds me of candy cane cord. Hello, Naomi John. She's just over there. And Noah's just in that direction doing his work. He's got exam week this week coming, so we're at the pointy end of grade 10 this week. Hello, Bronnie and Robin. Hello, Chrissy and Mary. And then we've got a little tiny Christmas word. There's a little ringing green bit of glitter there. And then you've got your middles of your letters. And then we have the Gnome for the Holidays. Gnome colour cuts. These are the green ones. There's boys and girl gnomes in here. Here's a present. And we got holidays, I know, like I know, and cute. And then we've got this 22 flare button, which I forgot to put in the calculation. So you buy the kit, it's a freebie. If you buy the kit, you haven't paid for it.
A lot of the products in these are...
Actually, everything in the kits is discount. We discount all these things here. We discount them when we put them in the kit. So if you were to buy everything for the kit separately, it would actually cost you a fair bit more.
Is that the flare button I forgot to put in?
Yeah, the flare button I forgot to put in the calculation and have just chucked in, and
You're too generous.
it's not. So the colour cuts, the gnome colour cuts, and the Xmas word and the Christmas word and the flare won't be available till the week of the class. I'm just...
Are we doing extra gnome cuts as well?
Yes, there's going to be other colours of the gnome cuts as well. But it's just that I need to be... I just need to be a little bit more honest with myself on time frames, on getting things out and done. And, you know, we can't put them up when we've only cut, you know, 3 extras. We've already cut a ton of these this week. These are all the kits are, yeah, all the kits are finished. Like, we've cut a whole ton of these. We've been cutting the Xmas's and Christmas words and all that for 2 weeks. So, and the gnomes.
In a chilling mood.
Yes, Charles has been chewing things. So we'll put that one over there. That's week 48. Week 49, probably made a mistake with it too, because it is quite generous actually. Let's leave the sequins in there for the moment. Sequins don't make sense yet. Let's just say, so these are the sequins. They're not going to make sense at this point in time. They will in a moment. Trust me. Trust in me. Rightio. So we've got more sequins. We've got 2 pieces of craft. We've got a half sheet of white cord, and it's like a cord on both sides. Interesting fact, this is now discontinued, and I think there's like 2 sheets left in the shop. And that's it. What's in this kit, and those 2 or 3 sheets, that's it. No more, unfortunately. And then we've got a half sheet of a different red to the other one. This is a bit more of a pinky red. You'll see it goes with this. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 6 6x6 sheets of Lemoncraft Memories pattern paper. So I've got this one, this one, this one, and I haven't picked all the glue bits off. I'm sorry. If you knew how many of these books I pulled apart. This one, this one, and this one. Then we've got our fussy cuts. So our fussy cuts, just gonna pop them in the bag. The more sequins I lose on the way to doing the class, the less I have to do the class. So you have fussy cutting here, right? What I'm going to say is, when I do my fussy cutting, I've said to fussy cut all of this. So let's attack the fussy cutting in a logical manner to start with. So what I do with it, I'm going to spread out the fussy cutting. You've got, I think, 8 sheets here. And we only fit 5 across. Right, and then you've got these 3, right? So how I'm going to attack my fussy cutting is that I will go through and rough cut. Well, I'll fussy cut these circles and signs straight up, but if you look at the back, that's not necessarily, unless you polish. If you've got Polish family, remember you've got Polish words on the other side. I'm going to say this one, I'll just fussy cut the lot. But I keep all these bits between because I can die cut letters or punch little shapes from those. But then when you look at the others, you've got some really lovely bold burlap colours that match. So your gaps in between, like that gap there, is going to be that green. So I'm going to say, yeah, when you fussy cut, be a little, you know, thoughtful about your scraps. So I'll definitely fussy cut all of that. This is pretty easy, but when it comes to these two mushroomy scenes, I might leave them till last. I'll leave them till if I decide I'm definitely going to use those. I'll still cut them eventually, but they're not on my first list. Everything else here is quite easy and simple, so I pick my battles. I'll cut all of these leaves straight up. I'll cut all of these straight up.
Is this the last of this paper as well?
Yep, there's none of this in the store, and we won't, unless Anna releases new product before Christmas, we won't be getting Lemoncraft in before Christmas. Well, we might get Lemoncraft before Christmas, actually, because I do have a bit of a list. I'm building a bit of a list of restocks I want to do from Lemoncraft, so, because we sold a lot of it in Melbourne.
After Christmas,
It might, it depends on freight. It probably won't arrive until after Christmas, even if I order it before. So on this one, I'm going to cut the leaves and these flowers and this one here. These bouquets that have got the berries on, they're going to be last. They're going to be before the mushroom scenes. Before the mushroom scenes, but they're going to be after other stuff. I'll cut these wooden shapes and the door, but I'll leave these three. Oh, actually, I'll cut. No, I won't. I'll leave these three until later on. The window, the mannequin and flowers, definitely I'll cut the little flowers and this here. I'll cut them straight up, and then I'll leave the bird cages till later on till I decide how I want them to be. If I want white around them or if I don't want white around them. It depends on how I want to use them. And then here I'll cut the doily, the leaves, the clocks, and then I'll leave the two wreaths until I decide if I want white borders or not white borders. So things where I might decide, like these wreaths, the bird cages and the macrame, I'll leave those until I decide if I want to have a white border or I want to have no border, which is madness, I know. But yeah, so that's how I'll attack that. I'll go with the simple stuff first. I'll just go straight in on the doors, the window, the wooden slices, the signs on this sheet, and then I'll go in and I'll cut all my leaves and all my single flowers next. Clocks and the doily, they'll be an early one because, you know, they're easy. Yeah, I pick the easy part first, really, with my fussy cutting. So I get more bang for my pain. That's how I look at it. So then the words we've got reminisce. And we've got this little memories word here. We have a little memories in block, but there's a little script memories. And then we've got a piece of eyelet lace, some gauze. It's a full piece of gauze. And we've got this pretty flower. So this tells me that I might not have got my budget right with this, but it's okay. I think I did, but I don't know. So now let's look at our beads and sequins. When we come back and have a look, we've got a little bit of coralness in here and pink. So we've got this pink here is in those little flowers, and then the little corally ones are in these flowers. So you can now see, and then clear sequins. You can never get enough of those. You can't buy them. Clear sequins are so hard for me to get in bulk. But yeah, you can see now that the sequins kind of go. So hopefully that helps. You know, I get asked a lot about how I attack fussy cutting. So I thought this is a good opportunity for me to talk about the things. So these words will come out the week of the kit. And you never know what I might be. So that's week 49. Don't know what else is coming out that week. We've got a lot that's on its way as far as product from us. Still struggling to find different from other brands, so we'll just be releasing more of our own product. There's actually a poll over in the Creative Family group today, and it is asking you okay, so we have two types of collection. We have these full collections like Gnome for the Holidays that have got paper. So Gnome for the Holidays has got 3 sheets. And then let's look here. Tropicana has, which we use this week, has got 6 sheets of paper. And then we have other collections like Purple Christmas, which is coming in December, that have only got like colour cuts, words, vellums, rice papers, flare buttons, sequins, maybe charms, all sorts of things, but have lots of, sometimes they've got more than full ones, but we're just trying to differentiate with what we call them so that it's easier for you guys to find, but it's also, and you guys get a bit of a say because we do this for you. Yeah, not because we want to make lots of stuff and fill the building with it. So let's get on to week 50. And I'd love to know your opinion. Let's leave all the crummy stuff in here for the moment. Week 50 is going to be the release week for Purple Christmas. Yep, I know it's close to Christmas, but as scrapbookers, we make our Christmas stuff all year round. And card makers will be starting in January making their Christmas cards. I know, I'm not silly. So Purple Christmas is week 50. So we have a full piece of white, smooth white cardstock. We've got a half sheet of smooth white cardstock. We've got a piece of, I think it's Blossom, this lilac. I think it's lilac glue card from paper that doesn't molt. And then we've got a bit of a selection. So we've got a full piece of Flower Power number 5. So what's going to happen now is, and I was going to do it with, and I'm not going to do paper packs, Tanya, I'm sorry, for these sort of collections, but these papers will show up in, and I suppose that means that when we do a collection like this that doesn't have its own pattern paper, it really does have pattern paper that's ours because it's going to have a selection of pattern papers that'll show up in the Purple Christmas collection that are ours. So there are, and I think, so when I design stuff for the collections that have 6 papers, I actually think about these other collections that aren't having their own papers and what I need to design to go with these. Does that make sense? So I'm always thinking about other purposes and other collections I've got coming up. So it's going to have, so it's got Flower Power number 5, and then we've got Dreamland number 2, and then we've got Dreamland number 5, and then we've got Flower Power number 1. Just trying to show you all the colours, and then we've got Mermaids number 3. So these are 5. There is another paper. Swan Princess goes with this. Swan Princess number 1 goes with this as well. So there we go. There are 6 papers. So you've got your paper, got a piece of gauze, a half piece of gauze. We've got a piece of acetate. Don't even know what we'll do. We've got a piece of organza ribbon. So it's all different purples. You can see the purples are jumping all over town. And then let's put this piece here, Flower Power on top, so you can see the titles. So we've got an open joy word. So there will be a supersized joy eventually. Not straight away. Got to get time to do these things. And then the joyful word, which is, we did use it a few months ago, joyful, because we did joyful. With joyful in 2 sizes. So then let's get our piece of, what's going to contrast against this? Let's get this piece of Mermaid Wishes and put out our colour cuts for Purple Christmas.
Karen has a question.
Yes.
Call that purple monochromatic?
Do we call that? It is monochromatic. It's all purples. But purples of all kinds.
And Deborah says she likes how you take brand elements from other collections to suit
Yeah.
your color cards.
Yeah. Because there's no point in buying a product and having a purpose. No product should have a single purpose. So even this, as Christmas product, has got gifts in it that aren't necessarily Christmassy. So I'm just going to keep going because there's a lot in this. And then we've got joy, gifts, love, and peace. If I've got space, I'm going to chuck little words in. And then another gift. And then you actually get a full pack of, in this kit, Purple Christmas beads and sequins. Yep. Oh, dear. So you get a full bead and sequin mix. And you can see it's got all the different kinds of purple in it. So it's really a celebration of different purples. So you can see there's pinky purples and bluey purples and, you know, some violets and, you know, lilacs. It is going to make beautiful pages and cards too, I think, Lorraine. Thank you, Raquel. I knew you'd like Purple Christmas. Oh, Naomi doesn't have. Naomi's, yeah, working off. I think she's. So Quentin's computer still won't boot up, and she's actually working off the second attempted laptop. Noah took ages to boot his computer up today. I didn't take any notice because I turned my laptop on and walked away. We've got serious IT issues going on in House Redshaw today. And Noah's meant to be recording a video. So that is week 50, and that's Purple Christmas. So the Purple Christmas collection has in it, it'll have colour cuts and flares and vellum and rice paper and vellum fussy carts and all sorts of things. So, yeah. How much I get designed before I release it, I don't know. But I've got it started. I've got a fair bit done. So that was week 50. Oh, thank you, Karen. I know it would be a huge job, but adding the coordinating papers under the mini. Yeah. So that is my goal, Deborah, is to add them. And I've just trying to get a bit of a record. So in the store where Spooktacular is, we actually have papers underneath it, but I just haven't got around to. I need to clone myself. I need at least 5 clones of me, and I need at least 5 of Quentin and 5 of Naomi and 5 of Noah.
You could just be yourself then. Just have one of them.
Either that or we need to quadruple the hours in a day.
You could get a robot.
I could get a robot, I reckon. I don't know if a robot would work. So this is week 51, and it's tropical ambience. So fussy cutting is this piece of paper too. So you've got 2 pieces. You just want to fussy cut one of them. So one of piece of paper 2, and then we've got this another piece of paper 2, and a piece of paper 4, and a piece of paper 3, and a piece of paper 1. So there's a lot of paper, and then we've got a piece of pale pink glitter card, paper craft with a malt, and a piece of white linen. And then we also have our Supersize U, and you definitely haven't paid full price for that. Supersize U, which will come out the week of this class. So we now have Zoo and U. And then we've got some gauze. And then we've got the word fun. A little block fun word. And you get your big letters. So you get U twice. Twice as much of U. That's interesting, hey? And then you've got the middle of that. And then we've got some clear sequins that reflect the greenness in the paper. See, they're just, yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. I like how that worked out. Quentin looked at me like I was a strange person when I told him to put them in the packets. He doesn't always agree with my design ideas, but when it comes together, he goes, "Oh, that's why you did that." I think he's making himself his second coffee for the day.
I'm eating banana.
Already. He's only been out of bed for
I need some get
an hour and a half, and he's already had the car apart.
That makes me feel a lot less worse because I woke up at 9:30.
I'm looking for a removalist to help me lift the washing machine.
That removalist to me is English.
These are my beautiful cars. Christmas colour is silver. Oh, that would be very nice, Raquel. It does work really nice with silver, the purple does. And you thought only for kids enough. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is going to look good with photos in it. Yeah, photos. Or lots of little photos filling it. I did a page really early on in my scrapbooking life for Quentin's mum's 50th birthday surprise party. I threw for her, and I actually drew it up and designed it, and I actually craft knifed it out, and I need to actually take that and make it into a product because it was spaces for photos inside words. Yeah, I need to actually make that into a product because it's pretty cool. And it's filling words with photos. Please don't give my mum any suggestion. I'm quite fine with only having 3 siblings. Oh, well. Maybe John, you're a chicken. Okay, so don't forget that this week we did Tropicana. And there's still a couple of kits left. And then Friday night, there's a kit for this. We used Scrap Boys Hello Winter, and we used a brand new Victorian Christmas product. These colour cuts, time and pieces. So there's some kits for that left. And then this week coming, which is week 46, we're using Mermaid Wishes, and we've got to fussy cut this piece of paper number 5. And we're going to lean towards sort of the blue, obviously, because we've got a piece of Robot Enix. And this is the week that had By the Sea and For You as its words. And it's got a piece of bubble vellum. Mermaid Wishes bubble vellum in it. So there we go. Any questions? December is looking great. I know they're going to be fun classes. I can't wait.
I don't know what you're going to do
The you, Quentin is just like amazed at what I'm going to do. He doesn't need to know yet. He'll find out. What's that? The U word. The U word is not for weeks. It's over a month away.
It's not a fun card.
Was not a fun cut. They take a lot of time to work. They don't take a lot of time.
They
You
don't
just
take a lot
don't
of
get
time.
much for your time. You get 2 things.
It's the max.
Yeah. Yep. So that's it for us for today for your reveal. Don't forget to go on to the Creative Family group and let us know what you think we could call the collections. And yeah, you can see that I've said, for full ones, I've wrote the word full, and then I've got listed there what we're already calling them, and then I'm interested in what you want to see them called for ease of use. But remembering that the mini collections will eventually all have paper of ours listed in them. And as we have new paper come along, it will go into those collections. So Peace and Joy actually has paper in it for Too Too Cute. Well, that works with Too Too Cute. If you don't know what that is, you need to look it up in the online store, Too Too Cute.
We are adding stuff to that soon.
Yeah, well, you just told them a surprise that they weren't meant to know.
Oh dear.
I think the install lady saw me coming them.
I think the install ladies did see them being cut. So, thank you, Naomi John. Thank you. You better go and order. Yes, Bronny, you better. So take care, stay safe, love yous all, and we will see you all tomorrow night. We're doing an extravaganza, and I think we're going to have a bit of a mixture. I think we're going to do a bit of embellishment, a bit of paper, a bit of ribbon, a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of the other. I think we're going to do a little bit of a bits of this and bits of that.
It just depends on what I'm feeling like on the day, not gonna lie.
Yeah, because we've got a lot more ribbon than what we showed you last time. And Naomi John is just heart bombing us. So love yous all. Take care, stay safe, and see you soon. Bye.